Going out there, YouTube. SEL0320. Got Kenny back. Joe Johnson 030. We're about to give y'all an authentic non-spoiler review for the first episode of the season 2 of The Walking Dead. So it's completely non-spoiler, so hopefully you enjoy it. Monster. What do we think about it, guys?
It's beast.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I was surprised because like the quality of it, the way it was actually shot, from the opening to like something really crazy that happens, very gory and just kind of unearthly, because they go from that point, it platforms them out into the sea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really appreciated it because it was a change in scenery, but at the same time a change in quality. Because the first season it was shot differently, but I feel like they have a better budget this time, and I think they know exactly where they want to go. But I don't know. What were y'all's thoughts? What were some of the good things y'all liked about this episode? Without going to spoiler territory.
I don't know. It's interesting to see where they left off from last season to the new season, because last season we see them, they start making their way towards this boat.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to see how they function as a group on this boat and some of the decisions that they make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Sam. Opening was crazy.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best things I've seen as far as Walking Dead series goes. They're on the boat, and which it is like it's all inner dynamics, but my one problem is I hope they don't do the same error that season 2 regular Walking Dead did.
Stay too long and
stay on the farm.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just thinking, are we gonna have another farm scenario where it just turns into a soap opera with everything going on? Because, and even more so on a boat. I mean, there's plenty of things that could go on and happen. Like even at the end, you see some of that.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid that it might turn into we're back at Herschel's farm.
Yeah. I mean,
we got rid of the X, so we can't have that weird love triangle thing going on there. So,
well, I mean, there's a lot of interesting relationship dynamics that are going on as well, because like you got the character Nick. He's coming off of his addiction issue, and now he's kind of thriving in this location, even with Strand kind of being on his side. Kind of count him as a second-hand man. We don't know what Strand's agenda is.
Strand. You mean Captain Jack?
No, Strand.
Okay.
Strand, the captain of the ship, but the second hand is Captain Jack Sparrow incarnate, which is Nick.
That's fair.
But no, I mean, just the way the relationships are going, because like Travis had to make a gut check decision of taking his own wife's or ex-wife's life, and how that affects him and how it affects Chris is really interesting to watch, because Chris is he's deteriorating emotionally. Like he's like really void of emotion. He's really vain. And then it's interesting too, like seeing Madison's daughter now. Like she's trying to reach out. She's trying to do more. She's trying to be there. But it's like those decisions are going to put them in a harsh situation now, given the end of the episode. So I'm curious to see where that's going to go. And I comment on what you said. Like I think that could be a possibility. But then when we looked at the preview, it's like they're off the boat and they're in a really bad situation. But I don't know. What's some of the negatives of the episode, I guess we could take away? It's nitpicky stuff. I can't really find anything really negative about it. So I thought that this was a really strong opening. There's a lot of ways they could go, I guess, down a bad road long term. But I feel like they've met the expectation what I wanted.
I guess maybe the only thing is like, it starts out in such a way that you're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
I think we all had that question. And I'm okay with them not knowing, but it seemed like they just didn't address it. Like they didn't say like, it just kind of like, we have to get to the boat in a hurry, so this is how we're going to force our characters to get to the boat in a hurry.
Given like how the episode ended last time, they weren't in dire straits to get to the boat immediately.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean by that. I think that'd be something that'd be really interesting to see, like in a flashback, if like, okay man, like now we are backed into a corner, this is why we had to get to the boat. But I mean, to be fair, the last shot was like the city on fire, and that was an epic sequence. But then the opening of this was even more epic because, I mean, the city's gone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and then just seeing them on the water, I thought that was really dope. So everything about this episode I really enjoyed. I mean, I don't know. Let's give it a number. I mean, what did y'all think? If you got to give it from 1 to 10.
I'd give it an 8 or 9. Like
Yeah.
it's good. I'm enjoying this, Fear the Walking Dead series, so
Yeah.
I'd give it 8 or 9.
Yeah. What about you?
I'll give it 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking a 9. A 9 out of 10. I was about to say a 9.5 out of 10 because something happened with, I think the daughter's name is Alicia. The person that she's communicating with, like the way that that's panning out, I think that the next episode is gonna be better than this one. But if it had panned out at the very end on this one, like I was gonna give it definitely 9.5 out of 10. But there was definitely some jump scares, like because there's a sequence that takes place underwater,
which is gorgeous.
it's beautiful. Like the way they actually did it, and this is actually interesting because one of the first scenes we see in the first season was Nick in the pool, and he was kind of in the pool resting. He goes underwater, so this is like a good segue into that. So I'm interested to see where they go as far as the cinematography standpoint, moving forward with this, and what are more innovative ways of having zombies in this world. So
yeah, I think that's one thing we didn't actually mention that I think there was a clear like little upgrade in just quality.
Yeah.
From the first season to this one.
Yeah.
Just in film quality, it's like not so much in sets. I mean, well, the boat is awesome, but it's still like it's more of a submarine type feel where you're like everything's taking place on the boat.
Yeah.
So again, I'm curious how long they're gonna have that, but
yeah. I'm excited. So we're going to do a quick spoiler review right after this. So hopefully you enjoyed this non-spoiler review for episode 1 Monster of the second season, Fear the Walking Dead. Talk to y'all soon. Oh, by the way, we did do a reaction video, so keep it locked for that. That's coming up soon. Peace, everybody.